Welcome back. It's the Friday before the Kentucky Derby. And this year, once again, we're going over predictions with Paul Lurenz, Jr., the off-track betting manager at Potawatomi Hotel and Casino. Paul, thanks for coming in again.
John, it's always a pleasure to talk horses with you.
I know, I like this as turning into an annual event, and we have so much fun doing it. Let's dive right on into the race itself. There's been some changes. There's a couple of scratches we need to talk about. Right.
2 horses have been scratched from the 20-horse field, the 7 El Kabir and then number 11 Stanford. Now, one of the things that people need, they're scratched so they're not running in the race, but what's happening is they have a 20-horse gate, so all horses are in there. They move the horses over in post position, but they still keep the same number that's in the program.
Right.
Because, the 6 will still be the 6, the 8 will still be the 8, but they might race out of a different slot in the track. So one thing that I need to remind everybody to do, make sure you're looking at the program and bet by program number.
Okay, so the numbers on the program is where you make your bets.
Yep.
All right. This is an interesting Derby because we have one trainer, Bob Baffert, everybody knows him, he has all that silver hair when you see him on television, who has the 2 favorites in the race.
And that's kind of unusual.
It really, yeah.
I mean, he is a Hall of Fame trainer, but, he has the 2, American Pharoah and Dortmund. And both are very good, and that's one of the things in this field that we can talk about is the fact that there's 3 or 4 horses that are either undefeated or whatever, but the thing is they haven't raced against each other.
That is a factor, and the other unusual thing I find in this Kentucky Derby is it is known that you have to run a 100-plus speed figure, Beyer speed figure, to win the Derby. That's just how hard this Derby is. And these horses have done it. And there's also more horses in this field. I think I haven't seen so many horses that have run a 100-plus speed Beyer. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 horses who have already accomplished that. And that means they have that quality in them to run a Kentucky Derby win.
And that's that magic number, the Beyer's rating. It's found in the daily racing form, and it seems to hold true. And you're right. I mean, we've got, one horse that's the last 3 starts at Dortmund has 3 Beyer's ratings of over 100. Right. And one of my favorites for the race.
Well, he's my favorite at this point, also because another big forecasting hint is, and I always say forecasting because weather and I think horse racing are pretty close in some respects, is he ran at Churchill Downs and won very easily at Churchill Downs before. And that's kind of, the horse likes that track. And that's also a plus for him.
And I think you're right. That is a plus for horses that we can see that have raced. Well, even like my other favorite is Carpe Diem. And that horse race at Keeneland did a really great job at the Toyota Bluegrass.
Okay, so now we've talked about favorites because Carpe Diem is, I think, the 4th favorite. I like also Materiality. I think Materiality at 12-1 is a good bet. And even though he didn't run as a 2-year-old, which is a big jinx, I think it's about time that jinx is broken. So I like Materiality in this race.
Well, exactly. With that horse, only raced 3 starts and won all 3. So if you can say he's lightly raced, then he's probably more fresh than the other ones.
Yeah. And give us your upset horse.
I really didn't look at a true upsetter because it's hard enough just to figure out all these horses that have all these wins because one of the things, and I'm either going to look like the smartest one but I just wonder about American Pharoah, whether he can do the same thing he did, win by 8 lengths in the last race, where you've got a horse like Carpe Diem who might be kind of off the odds that he's raced in Kentucky, he's raced in Florida, and he finished 2nd in the Breeders' Cup, so he doesn't have that curse of winning the Breeders' Cup Juvenile.
Right. I'm going to give you mine. It's Firing Line, phenomenal last race, but we got to get going. So we talk horses. Now let's talk Derby parties, Paul.
Okay.
What do you have going on at Potawatomi tomorrow?
Well, as we have the off-track betting room open up at 8:30. We have the Northern Lights Theater, 20-foot by 20-foot screen, bigger than life. That opens up at 9, and this year we're doing a Derby party from 2 to 6 across the hallway from the off-track betting room on the 3rd floor in the Woodland Dreams. We're having from 2 to 6 a party with a DJ, drink specials, food specials. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Sounds like a lot of fun. Again, thanks, Paul Lurenz, off-track betting manager, Potawatomi Hotel and Casino. We put more information about their Derby party on our website, tmj4.com. When we come back, Mike and Carol learn how to make mint juleps. Can't wait.
All right.